Oh, yes. The continuation of my video game rant. Coming off the tail end of microtransactions. I know at one point I said supporting your game studios with microtransactions and things like that. It's respectable. It is. But why do we have to do it microtransactions? Why can't we support them with the games we buy? Is there not enough in the price tag to cover the games that are put out by them and support the studio? I don't know. It seems like maybe they're putting all the eggs in one basket. Maybe. Specializing in one thing. One particular genre that they do good instead of trying to diversify. You know, all that jazz, blah, 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 blah. Maybe it's just time for us to hold them to better standards. Make better games, make better storylines, make better characters, make better gameplay, make games with high replay value instead of just a one-shot, boom, you got all of it. But then again, that boils back to the time, patience, and effort. I get that it's a slippery slope. It's probably really hard to develop an original storyline and original characters and things like that because we've done a lot. I think the video game industry has covered a lot of subjects. Some of them better than others. Some of them not so great. Things like that. But I don't know, just microtransactions are bad. Why don't we just hold video game studios to higher standards? Stop putting out these remakes. Stop. 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 Although some games deserve remakes. Absolutely. Older games that were smash hit and people wanted more. Things like that. Why are sequels never as good as the first one? Is it because we already got that hit? We already got what we wanted and now just beating the fucking horse to death? Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. Some sequels are good. Can't think of any off the top of my head. Maybe I'll do a little research on that. Do some look in. Figure out what sequels are actually good. There goes my camera. There it is. But back to the video game industry. I don't know. My interest hasn't waned by any means for video games and things like that. I just feel like we're not getting AAA titles. Maybe it's just because of the games that I'm interested in. Maybe we're not getting AAA effort. Maybe we're just getting throw it on a plate. People are going to enjoy it. Maybe. Maybe. And no, I don't have one particular video game studio or game or anything like that to really point out or harp on or promote or anything like that. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just verbal diarrhea on the video game industry is the way that I see it. I just feel like we can have good games. There have been plenty of good games that aren't remakes and aren't reskins and not yearly franchises and things like that. Support video game studios. Absolutely. Drop some merch. You want to rep your video game studio, you want to Support them, things like that. Buy a hat, buy a t-shirt, buy a coffee mug. Do whatever. I mean, there's the ability, you know? I think there's just a better way than microtransactions to support your video game studios and developers and things like that. It's just, where do you stop? Where do you start? Where do you start? Where do you stop? How far does it go? All that. I don't know. Better games. That's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully, maybe with the new technology they've got with the next gen consoles, they'll be able to drop better, bigger games. New gameplay mechanics we haven't seen. And don't start this shit about graphics. How fucking real do you want video games? How real? How real? Do you want it to blur the line? I personally don't. I'm good with 4K. Haven't seen 8K yet, so I think it's 8K. I don't fucking know. I'm good. I don't want it to become a point where you lose yourself into something that's so close to reality, it's hard to discern whether or not it is reality or if it's a video game. Yep. Take that how you want. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I just think that we need to take it, maybe just dial it back a touch. Graphics don't need to be so close to reality that I can see individual pores on video game characters. Yep. It's I still want I still want it to where I know that I'm playing a video game because I guarantee it that if we keep going with these things, just graphics getting better and better and better, and eventually we're going to hit a point that it's going to look like reality, which reality's resolution, they suck. How far do you want to go? You want to see every single individual hair move, every single pore on somebody? How detailed do you want it? Me personally, get the graphics to a good spot. Hit 4K, make them nice, and then work on gameplay. Work on the story. Work on making the game good, not just a fucking tech demo. Wow. But just hold better games, please. Different gameplay. I've enjoyed games that I felt like I had zero interest in, and the gameplay was great. I mean, it's just maybe it's just getting out of your comfort zone. Things like that. Maybe game studios just maybe they should take some more risks. Maybe they should try something. I mean, tried and true, yeah, that I understand that that's where your money's gonna be. I get that, but throw something new on it. Do something a little crazy. You never know. You might have a good one. You might have a good idea. Remember, at some point, somebody sat down in a meeting room and said a fucking tornado with sharks in it. Yep. And then that became a movie. And that movie apparently did really well. I don't know. I'm just going off of what I've heard, seen, and read. No research into facts or anything like that, but to me, it seems like games are becoming stale. Build, release, feedback, repeat. I'm not cool with that. Try something different. Stop putting all your eggs in one basket. Take a step out. Take a walk on the wild side. Stretch some legs. Stretch those creative muscles. And shit does not need to be so real that you can't tell if it's a video game anymore. Graphics are good. Graphics are great. I really don't think we need to go much further in that department. I think what we need to work on now is mechanics, gameplay, and storylines, and characters, and controls and stuff like that. Oh my. But this is probably going to be the oops, sorry about that. It's probably going to be probably the last one on the video games that I'm doing right now. And I don't know. I'll probably go with more. I'll probably find more shit to bitch about. Hell, I might even start getting game specific. But I also don't want to turn into a game reviewer. Maybe. You never know. Get a idiot's guide to games or what have you. I'm sure somebody already has that. I'm not trying to steal your idea. Don't fucking sue me. Don't, please. But yeah, that's gonna be probably it for this series right now. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna keep going. Not stopping, y'all. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna keep going. Do whatever topic comes to mind. Just keep this fucking train rolling. If you're at the end of this video, I appreciate you. And if nobody's told you, I love you. Tell you every time. Every time. And once I find out that it's making people uncomfortable, I'm gonna do it harder. Anyway. Share the video with your friends. Share it with your dog. And yeah. Hope you'll come back next time. I really do. I like talking to y'all. And like being dumb. Not dumb as a literal sense, but just I like being, like getting out there, doing whatever I want. Get a little weird, get a little crazy, get a little dumb, get a little serious, get a little happy, get a little sad. So, thanks y'all. Appreciate it. Love you. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.